Hello, this is La Madame. Hope everyone's feeling swell this evening. It is a full moon. I know you see it. Um, I believe the full moon it's in Leo. Most definitely, fire energy is in the air. So what that means is that a lot of persons, moon, rising signs, sun signs, they'll move in a very vibrant type of energy. Um, if you kind of look at the moon, you can kind of get, sometimes you can get clues. If you really just kind of admire the moon, and you notice the moon is very mysterious. It's um, it's just very mysterious. It's something about how the clouds cover the moon. And it makes you want to just move the clouds out the way so you can really get a good look at the moon and really get a good read. So anyhow, we are in fire energy. I do have lots and lots of fire in my placement. Although it's not my sun sign, but I do have a lot of fire um, in my placements, actually Sagittarius. So I'm double fire and earth. So I'm something else, if you haven't noticed. So anyhow, I decided to come and do a reading. It seems that I'm more motivated at night. So let's get into it. So today we'll do a somewhat full moon 2026 reading. A lot of times I like to pick up on the energy um, first to kind of get a feel of what's in the air. Um, you know, I'm I frequently receive a lot of energies, um, around me from watching other readers, and just being around other persons and my environment. I pretty much pick up on the energies that are around me, but I like to be certain as I can be. So let's ask the spirit guides, and let's see what could be out there, what energies lie around. What energies are out there. Let's see if we can pick up the energy first. So I'll pull about 7 to 10 cards just to open up this reading, and then I'll go ahead and give a reading, and we'll go from there. Let's see here. Ah. So let's see, spirit guides, ancestors, white light. I ask that you open this reading. Share with me, if you will, at this time, for myself and the collective. What energies surround us at this time, for this beginning of the year, for February? We're still on February 1st. February 1st, the beginning of February. What energies lie after the weekend? What energies are around, lingering around? What can you share with us? What will you share with us? What will you share with us? Thank you. Again, I follow the white light. So, I pretty much just ask for the spirit guides to guide me, because this isn't my world. I just live in it. So this isn't my world, but I just live in it. And to those that understand what I'm saying, know what I'm talking about. So yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's figure out. Let's see what these energies are. Okay, so we got the Ace of Swords. All right, let's see here. I'll pull 7 to 10 cards just to pick up on the energies that surround us at this time. Two of Wands. Page of Wands. The Moon. 3 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. 7 so far. Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Justice. Everything is fine. 2 of Swords, and the Queen of Swords in the bottom of the deck is 8 of Wands. Whew. So, we're kind of moving in this era right here with this very fast energy that's coming in. You know, like a speeding wrecking ball. You know, it's coming in. So the energy that surrounds us is coming very fast. I can't help but to see right at under the 8 of Wands is the 8 of Swords. So this will let us know that this could be about a situation in the past. Yeah, this is something in the past. This information coming in. It could be. So let's keep reading. Let's see what it's talking about. So I see right off the bat the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be some clarity that's going to show up and show out. This clarity is needed. I feel like it's needed at this time. You know, so many, how do I put this? There's so much going on that a lot of times we're questioned. And so Spirit just wants us to know the truth at this point. You know, no more lies, no more hiding, no more disguise. Let's just keep it out in the open. So I believe that the Ace of Swords is here to pretty much set the record straight. So this reading is going to be moving towards whatever is a secret is going to be revealed. Followed by the 2 of Wands, there is there's some type of waiting period. There's a decision being made. So a decision is being made at this time. A very serious decision is being made. Page of Wands. Someone pretty much could be trying to throw rocks and hide their hand. You know, someone from a very low vibration, you know, someone young-minded, immature. I do believe that Page of Wands is a fire starter, you know, as I say, a shit starter. And I just believe, you know, it's right next to the 2 of Wands. So I believe that maybe this femme, gent, you know, karmic person, him, her, him, is pretty much throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And so it's come to a point where a decision is going to be had about it. Followed by the Moon. Well, this tells, it's a telltale, it's telling. So yes, it's a full moon. And so the moon is here. So once again, a lot of awkward things are happening here. I guess I'll cover these cards. Yeah. So a lot of awkward things are going on. Things are going to really, I want to say perverse. I really want to say perverse. You know, I believe that it's a lot of freaky stuff going on in this atmosphere under this full moon. You know, people are wanting to do things in the dark. You know, of course people want to do things in the dark because they think that people think that they cannot be seen in the dark. But you must know that, you know, there's only 24 hours, you know, in a day. And so, you know, right after night is going to be the morning, is going to be light. And so, you know, when they say the freaks come out at night, this is what I believe. So I believe this shit starter, the Page of Wands, someone's looking into getting into a little mischief, you know, just kind of up to something. Let's keep going. It could be because of this 3 of Swords. Oh, blame it on the heartache. Oh, I've been so hurt. No, this person hurt me. So, you know, I'm just going to go out there and tear up some hearts. You know, rip out some souls. Yeah, I know that sounds a little drastic, but you know, so far that's what I feel. The energy that's out here under this full moon, this freaky full moon, I believe that, someone is out there running loose. It's night, it's a full moon. We're under the fire energy right now in Leo energy, and I believe that someone is either hurt, and because they're hurt, they're hurting other people. You know how they say hurt people hurt people. So I feel that there's a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, you know, either moon, rising, sun, um, and someone that has a lot of fire placements, maybe thinking dark, in the dark, might be thinking a little dark at this time, you know. Because of all this, of course, the Three of Swords, right after the Three of Swords is the Five of Pentacles. So they're feeling, you know, defeated. They're feeling left out in the cold. This also tells me that like I said, the freaks come out at night. This could be a person that's out at night that works, is a night worker. At nighttime, a person, could actually be out there working the streets. And I don't know why I would say that, but yeah, that's the feel I get. I feel like, these people out here, it's like, oh yeah, it's wintertime, but hey, we gonna party, we gonna be up, we gonna stay up all night. We gonna go get these coins and get this money, and I feel like this might be, where people are at. They're just in this type of really, this freaky type of element. I've got to cover up these cards because, they're half dressed. And I believe that somebody's out there, street walking, trying to get into a little something, their heart is broken, and that's the reason. Just put it on the heartbreak. Oh, my heart is broken. She broke my heart, so I'm going to go out there and rip out some hearts. Knight of Pentacles. This person might have gotten some information, and this just pushed them to the edge, Followed by the Five of Swords. I do believe that someone, a person of high society, is watching. So, be careful to those that are out there. If I am correct and you are, up to no good, just be careful that people are watching, and so you're going to give people to have things to say about you. They're going to say it behind your back. Followed by the Justice. Nothing happens. I love when the Justice card shows up. When the Justice card shows up for me, I don't care what kind of reading or how the reading goes, I feel safe all the time when I see the Justice card. Because the Justice card, the law has power, and I truly believe that God, okay, this is me, and this is just La Madame. These are my words. This is how I think. But I do believe that God, Lord, however you want to put him in a category, he gives permission for the law to pretty much, because God made the world and the world is so effed up and so messed up and he's so upset about it. I believe that a lot of times he allows the law to dictate how and what we do here on earth. And I believe that the justice has permission to do as they please. So you guys be careful out there. This could cause you a criminal, and you could get yourself into some trouble. Something could be following you, because here you got the Five of Swords. You know what I'm saying? This is a person that kind of is indoor person. This person is an indoor person. They know people. They know, they got things. They know things, and they don't care about cutting nobody off. Oh, you don't like what I have to say? Peace out. Leave. It is what it is. They don't feel sorry. They don't care. They have no heart. They're heartless. You know what I'm saying? And so, just be careful. Followed by the Justice. I do believe that you're being followed and watched. If you don't want people to know what you're doing, but just don't get upset. That's what I'm saying. Don't get upset. When you put your business out there and it is what it is, and you got people coming up to you and saying, well, I heard that you such and such, I see you was out, or whatever. That was me. My cousin, woo, 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 was out and they saw you. You was at the liquor store. You was getting drink, talking out loud, talking about this what you finna do. You finna go rack them up. You finna do this. You finna do that. Be careful because people, let's just put it like that. People, higher power, society, just people are watching you. So just because you're in the dark and you think that no one can see you, they can. And so I believe that this energy is walking around like everything is fine, walking around with 10 swords in their back. Just stepped over, walked all over. It's bad enough that they're in this Three of Swords energy. And so now they're out there breaking hearts. They don't give a darn who they hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? This could be, I'm trying to, somebody might be trying to make money the wrong way. Someone might be desperate to make money. But like I said, they're walking around like everything is fine. Like the card says, everything is fine. What's up with you? You good? You good? Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Now, I have a bone to pick with that. Because, people do ask that. I got family members, actually my brothers, the other day, I reached out to them and on daddy's side. And so anyway, they were like, how are you doing? Like, they want to know how I was doing. They want to know how their sister was doing. And I was like, oh, everything's fine. Like, everything's good. And, I could tell just by them asking, how are you? They were concerned how their sister was. And how I answered that was going to let them know what they needed to know. I don't care how far we are. Like I said, I don't care. They in Chicago, I'm here. I don't care how far I am, okay? I have people watching me all over the place. So just be mindful that, the people do watch. So, don't think that nobody is watching you, So anyway, they're in this energy, going around saying everything is fine. Got their guards up, Two of Swords. Because my heart is broken once again. Two of Swords brought you right into the Three of Swords. This energy right here of blocked emotions, denying, oh no, it's all good, I'm not hurt, no, and just cutting everybody off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay in this energy. I don't care who it affects, who it hurts. You know what I'm saying? With that I don't give up attitude, put you in this Three of Swords attitude. So they're neck and neck. Followed by the Queen of Swords. I believe that someone maybe of a higher stature, auntie, cousin, or someone. I believe someone, sharp, had a conversation with this person, him or her, or her or him, however you put this reading where it belongs. I noticed a lot of people lately, they're commenting on my videos. Listen, I may not get things right, in your eyes, but this is my reading. So what I say goes. And so if social media puts me online, I say whatever I want. So I really don't care how you say. You can leave your smart comments to yourself. That's just a little FYI I wanted to let everybody know. Those little smart comments, I do read up on stuff. I figured out what free means when people text free. Free could mean a good thing. And it is true because I am new to the platform. But at the same time, don't get it twisted. I'm going to go ahead and heart that. If you send me a free message, anything that you heart, I'm for it. If you give me a heart and you're not like a ghost, meaning there's no picture, like you're not adding on my page and you have a picture on there, and if I look on your site and you look like you're cool, then cool. I'm cool. If you cool, I'm cool. But if I feel like you want some funny stuff and you just on my page and trying to lightweight, trying to get it all fired up and trying to confuse me and think I'm not going to pay attention to who I'm friending, I don't give a damn about the friend list. If you notice, I have way more likes and followers than I do friends. So my purpose for coming on social media was because I got a little bored with Facebook. So I said, you know what? People weren't respecting me on Facebook. I have a lot of family on there, and And I get it and stuff, and I was being myself, but a lot of times I can be a little too much, and so out of respect, I left that site, the site I had up, which was really calm and just family and closest friends. And I decided to open up, a little bit and be myself. And so excuse my French, but it's like that. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's like that. So you know, um, there is a person on the other side of the video. I'm no, not trying to hide or anything like that. What it is I don't really want you to look at me. I want you to hear my words and I want you to get the reading. That's why I choose not to show my face all the time. So when I'm in a mood for showing pictures or doing stuff, then yeah, okay, cool. I'm trying to, mingle and trying to, get to know everybody and stuff like that. But then when I'm trying to be serious, I'm trying to be serious. So right now, I'm just trying to get a reading out. So I don't need all the extras. And so, if you see me bite back, that's because that's just in my nature. I have a lot of fire in my sign, and I'm gonna clap back. I'm gonna clap back. I'm gonna do that. And that's just what it is. So yeah, I just want to say that real quick. So back to the reading. This is La Madame. I'm in a good mood. I really am. I'm in a good mood. I just wanted to say that for a long time I would not open up my readings because I saw how other readers were getting attacked by haters out there. And I kept saying, like, I don't want to open up my reading. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I need to get this stuff out. And so for the longest time, I wouldn't open up my readings. And then I got to a place, 2026, where I said, you know what? I'm tired of being quiet and sitting back there and letting people just make up things. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I stay quiet. I let you think like you know me. Like, oh, you think you know me. And right when you think you know me, man, you don't. You don't. And so I said, that's just how it is. Pop goes the weasel. Pop. Okay? And that's just how it is. So from this reading so far, man, I have to say that under this full moon, I have to say that I get a strong indication that there's some things going on up under the sun. At nighttime, the freaks come out, and I believe that somebody's out there doing some freaky work. And I believe that someone's walking around with a broken heart, and they're going around trying to hurt everybody. Because hurt people hurt people. So just be mindful of that, you all. Protect yourselves and your energy. Put those boundaries up. Have fun and be smart and stuff like that, and enjoy yourself. And stuff like that. But be smart, and always be watchful and know that people are watching. I don't care who or where you're at. You can be in a car and the person next to you in the car can see you, and you don't know that they see you. So don't be surprised. If someone says, I saw you, and you be like, you ain't saw me, you didn't see me. No, they probably did see you. And just know that, if they saw you, they saw you. But if you out there, acting a certain type of way, and you out there doing certain stuff, don't get upset if somebody call you out on your dirt. That's all I got to say. All I'm saying is you do the crime, you do the time. So you want to go out there, you want to do what you want to do, you in charge, right? So just own up to that. And so I'm going to leave the energy here, and I will be back with another reading. And so I'll shuffle these cards, and then we'll see what type of energy we get from there. We'll take it from there. You have heard it from me, La Madame. One more time. Won't be the last. Talk to you in a few. Good night.